Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this edition of Yorkville Sports. You're in the nest, the Eagles Nest, and I'm your host, Joe Patrick. Well, you know, we have some baseball to give you. At least I think baseball is coming to us. I'm waiting to hear from Kylie to see if he's going to give us the rundown of what happened for the last 2 weeks. Remember, I promised that 2 weeks ago, or a week ago anyway. But anyway, when we come back, we're going to talk about the travel or the tackle football team. They had a date last Friday night, in the first Friday Night Lights game that in the Yorkville history. They played the storied program that is the Brooklyn Hurricanes. And you know, the Hurricanes have been around since I was a kid, and that wasn't too long ago. But I have to tell you, the Hurricanes coming off 2 straight losses, something that they've not done in quite some time. We're going to see whether or not our Eagles took it to the bank, or to the house, or to the end zone, whatever it is. But when we come back, we're going to talk about all that, Yorkville, when we return to the Eagles Nest. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. We have to apologize, but we don't have the baseball scores for the last 2 weeks. We were unable to get them for you, but we promise that we will bring you all of the updates for some tournament weeks 2 weeks ago, last week, and the weeks to come. We will make sure that you get all those scores and give you any highlights, any videos, anything that we have. We will turn those in so that you can see what the boys are doing. All right. So with that said, we want to turn it over to basketball. In basketball, we want to let you know that our travel basketball program is still practicing. Remember, their season starts in November. It starts next month. I believe all the teams are full right now. All the teams are full, but you can give us a call at 212-360-0022, and we'll give you any other additional information that we have about those teams. So if you're still looking to get on a team, just give us a call. I'll have Daquan Hawkins, who is the director of the basketball program, the travel basketball program, that is. We'll have him put out some information for you. So now we want to turn to our tackle football program. Our tackle football program, which is directed by Daquan Hawkins, they played last Friday night for the first time under the lights at in Randall's Island at Field 10. They played on Field 10, and it was a glorious night. It was a beautiful night for football. All of the parents from both sides came out, from both teams came out. And speaking of the other team, it was the Brooklyn Hurricanes. The Brooklyn Hurricanes just so happens to be one of the storied football youth franchises here in New York City. I want to say New York State. But this is a team that's been around forever. I remember them when I was just a kid, and that was last week, you know. And the team, it was a wonderful program, I do have to say. And for the first time, they took 2 losses in a row into last Friday night's game. And what happened? Well, you know what happened. The Eagles put the claws down on them. The Tackle Eagles, the Yorkville Tackle Eagles beat the Hurricanes 26-12. So we want to get right into it and let you see some of the highlights from that game. It started off with a great block punt by Mike. Mike, remember, we don't say last names here because it's all Eagles. But Mike blocked a punt to get things started off. From that point on, it was like a crapshoot for the Eagles program. The first TD was scored by Josh, who ran it in for 10 yards. It was a 10-yard run in by Josh, and as you can see, Josh just put the shake, the bake, and then all of a sudden he was just gone, or he ran right through. So he scored the first touchdown. The second score came on. It was a rushing TD by Basil. It was a running touchdown by Basil. He put it in. And the third touchdown came on it was a passing TD by Basil to Stefan, to Steven. So there you go. That was such a perfect throw, it seems like. And I have to say that Basil played a really inspired game, a really inspired game. We had nothing but great things I heard being said about Basil. Even in the office, Coach Daquan was almost teary-eyed when he thought about how inspired the team played, how inspired the offensive line was, opening up holes for guys, giving Basil a chance to throw the ball and so on. Anyway, it was very exciting atmosphere. The defense played very well. He was led by Mikey. Mikey did his thing, and the fourth touchdown of the game came on a play where Jude had intercepted the ball and returned it for a TD late in the game to seal the victory. So Jude, hey, look, Jude gets in there too, and the entire team played extremely well. So nice. We wanted to hear from the coach. So we're going to get the coach on the line, and let's see if we can get and see what the coach had to say about things. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're trying to get Coach Daquan Hawkins on the line. Let's see, Coach, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. So, how you guys staying out of trouble?
Oh, gosh, we try to stay out of trouble all the time, Coach, all the time. So, we want to talk about the Friday night game last week. Coach, that was an exciting game for you, was it not?
Oh, no, it was totally exciting. Everybody was happy that, playing our first Friday night home game at Randall's Island against a formidable opponent. All the kids were excited. The parents were excited. We had a lot of the younger kids stay after practice to watch us play. And it was a really, really good game. Good effort by the team.
All right. Well, Coach, take us through it. Tell us about that first TD scored by Josh.
Well, the first touchdown was actually Josh who made the play. We called a run to the left. He saw a nice cutback lane on the right side, hit it, and then drove it right to the end zone. Actually made a good reach to make it official, and the rest made the right call. And discuss it, but it was a hard-earned touchdown by Josh.
All right. But, Mike got the whole thing started off. I think when he blocked that punt, did that give your team some momentum?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's Mike's third block punt this year. Our special teams actually been playing very well because of the impression that Mikey has both in special teams and on defense. So it definitely gives us a spark when our good players play well.
Okay. And then that second rushing touchdown, that was by Basil. He played the quarterback last week, didn't he?
Correct. Basil, on that particular play, he called a pass, and they dropped everybody into his zone, and the lanes opened up, and he just ran it right in for a touchdown, probably about 10 yards. But it was a good run, good decision on his part.
Okay. But, that wasn't the only touchdown that Basil was involved in. That third touchdown was a pretty nice pass out to Steven, and he just did his thing. It was like a good catch and run and a score. So take us through that.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. So on that play, with the defense that the Hurricanes showed us, we decided to make the pass real easy for Basil. And he hit Steven on a screen. He shed a tackle, and then it was off to the races. He hit the sideline and was gone. So it was a team effort on that one as well, where people held up their blocks. We saw what the coverage was giving us, and we took what the defense gave us.
Okay. But the scoring didn't end there. And I'd be remiss, we don't want to leave the defense out. And Judd, again, he did his thing. What did he do? Took it to the house. It picked six, huh?
Absolutely. Jude, this has been a sort of a breakout year for Jude. He's been in the program for many years, and he came in this season prepared and excited to play, and it showed. I mean, he sat in his zone, pass came right to him, he caught the ball straight to the house. Happy for Jude, and he definitely earned and deserved, what he got on that play.
All right. Well, Coach, I have to say that it was also kind of like an emotional victory, being that it was the first time you guys played under the lights. But it was also Basil. He was filling in for your quarterback, and your starting quarterback anyway, who had other obligations and came to the game late. And I know this was there was a lot of emotions going on. Can you want to break down and give us a little bit of the emotional side of the game?
Yeah, I mean, with that case, with our starter, who coached with my starter since the first game last season, is a leader on this team. He's one of our captains. So, when a backup is asked to fill in the role, it's always nerve-wracking because, they want to emulate or try to be similar to what the starting quarterback is. And the conversation I had with Basil was simple, just be himself. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, he relaxed early, and then, when court showed up, he got a little nervous again, and he got nervous simply because he didn't want to let his teammate down, which says a lot about Basil's character. And at that point, I said that he's going to finish the game, and he closed it out for us. He's the one who got us there, and he's going to finish it out for us. So I'm happy for Basil, and really happy for Basil, and the way he performed, and the way he stepped up when the team needed him to do so.
All right. Well, we want to close it out with the Iron Man of your team. I mean, I've got to call him Iron because it seems like that's what he does. He plays every position. That Mike guy, Mikey, the Iron Mike, we're going to call him from now on. What about that Mike guy?
Yeah, no, Mikey, he's been playing for us he's been in the program just as long as I have. He's been here 8 years, and he's been sort of like the backbone of our program and our teams, and he can play everything. He can play almost every position. He can play almost every position on the field, so we ask him to play every position. He plays offensive line, running back, fullback. He can play receiver, he can play tight end, he plays D-line, linebacker, kicks. He does everything we ask him to do, and he does everything for the good of the team. And that's what the program has been based on for years. It's not about one player. It's not about a coach. It's about the team. And with guys like Basil, with the way he performed, and Mikey, and Steven, and Jude, and all the kids that played on our team, and all the kids on the other teams, we exemplify that every season. And that's why our program is still here after 9 years.
All right. Well, Coach, we thank you for the call in. And, I just want to say, I'm inspired by you guys and that Rice guy, the Mr. Rice over there. I know he's in the back of, hey, Mr. Rice, we know you're out there looking at us. But anyway, you're running an excellent program, Daquan. And, all I can say is this. I don't want to tell you to keep up the good work because it's all about preparation, and you prepare. You guys get out there and you prepare. So on behalf of all of Yorkville, thanks for doing a great job.
Well, man, I appreciate it. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the parents that allow and trust in me and the coaching staff to be around their kids and teach them how to become better football players, but also better people.
All right. Well, there you have it. All right, Coach, we're going to let you go. I know you're out there doing some things, so we'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir, Joe. I'll see you later.
All right, there you go. That was Coach Daquan Hawkins of the tackle program, and we just want to thank Daquan for giving us the time to talk to him about what's going on with his program. And again, it's not often that Yorkville has the opportunity or had the opportunity to play on a Friday night, and they made good of their opportunity, beating the Hurricanes 26-12. And, that's going to close it out for us. Remember, we're Eagles, and as Eagles, we fly higher than everybody else. And we come down on teams without talents, and we grab them by the talents, and we shake things around, and we shake things up to bring about the best possible travel and tackle programs here in New York City. And to learn more about those programs, all you have to do is call us at 212-360-0022, and we'll give you all the information. We're registering for winter programs now, so click on, go online, yyaa.org, click on the program of your choice. Remember, we're doing everything except we don't play baseball in the winter, and our soccer programs come indoors. So you want to get more information about all that, just give us a call, email us, click on our website, sign it up, all right? Winter time is coming. So that's it, folks. For Arlene Verga, I'm Joe Patrick. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll get some of that baseball in. Kylie's been really busy. He coaches a team now, so if that. I'm not making excuses, but he's been really busy. Kylie's been really busy with that travel program and coaching the 15-year-old team, which is doing great. So next week we'll have more scores, more rundowns, more highlights, more everything. All right, there you go.